Good morning everyone, here we are at the second day at the Midlands Garden Railway show. I'm just going to pan around for those of you who don't know where we are. So the entrance is just over there, so we're near the back. People are still just getting open up before everybody's welcome in. We'll show you what's on the stand this year. So the apprentice is there. It is very cold this morning. Snacks and tableting in play. We've got our pre-welded frames, which some of you are familiar with, and then some exciting new things here. Ed, can you tell us about the new engines that we've got on here and wagons?
Right, so the first one is the Ruston 10 horse diesel in 7/8 scale. This is a plastic kit designed with John Campbell. This is almost ready to go. And coming soon after that will be the Hudson tipper wagons, also 7/8 scale. They're going to be the next development. We've got, for the 16mm modeler, there's the new D-type War Department wagon, which is a wooden kit. That comes as a complete kit with all the wheels, axles and bearings. And in production is a coach version of the same wagon. Sort of thing you might find on a preserved railway like Statfold Barn. In the front we've got Dacre, which is a Peter Jones design that we've been asked to redevelop. It originally used a lot of old roundhouse parts that are no longer available, so we've been asked to update the design to use what's currently available from the roundhouse stable. We've also got with us the modified Yorkie. This is the one that we've tweaked the design very slightly of the chassis so that we're using roundhouse cylinders, wheels, valve gear, all of those bits. Alongside her is Junin. Similar thing, we're doing a little bit of a redesign to use roundhouse cylinders on that, just to make life a little bit easier for people who perhaps don't feel they've got the equipment to make them.
It's probably worth saying that yes, it is 16mm, even though she is enormous.
Up the top here we've got our popular LNER GER Y6 tram. We've got it in both gauge 1 ready to go, we've got those here with us. The gauge 3 version, that's the chassis for, is very close now. We have actually got another prototype which has got all of the body framing on, which you may have seen in the magazine, but I brought the wrong one to the show because I'm organised like that.
Tell us about the bridge.
The bridge underneath Yorkie and Junin is one of our steel girder bridges, lattice bridges. That's the 650mm version that we use on the display stand.
That's the single track one as well.
Single track, 10mm or 16mm scale, it'll take either, it's plenty wide enough. What else have we got?
Well, we've got our normal spanners, and I think everybody knows about our laser cut spanners. I think most people know about our Snail Beach hopper wagons, but we've got the two there.
16mm and 7/8, yeah, they're both there. And we've got Skylark with us as well. She's in the process of writing the book to go with her, and then that should be released. That should be middle of this year, all being well, so it's going to depend on having the book ready.
Do you want to explain why we've got a chassis?
So we discovered with Skylark, if you build her to scale, she's a whopping 152mm wide to 7/8 scale, which doesn't fit a lot of people's railways. That's the chassis for that. So the finished model, we've actually took 15mm out the middle of her and made a 15mm narrower than scale. She actually doesn't look any different really, but it does mean that she'll be able to run on more people's railways.
Wonderful. And then we've got our rolling roads. No, that engine is not for sale, it's Ed's.
Don't ask, it's not for sale.
Jack. I'm sure you're all familiar with my Jack videos. We've got some bits for Camden's, Ellie, our running boxes. We've got our signs. We can do custom signs. Tea is usually a common one. We've done a gin and a beer as well. Got a very nice shiny engine at the back there.
That's here as an example of what we can produce with a mix of laser cutting and acid etching, photo etching. That uses both. it's just an example of what can be achieved. And that's built by John Campbell, as is the Southern Peckett.
I'm working that way.
On the top of the shelf there.
There we go. And that's our stand. Lots of stock of bits. Weather's absolutely fine down here, just wet and cold, so make sure you wrap up warm. And yeah, it'd be great if you can come and see us and say hello.